Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Marshall back with bids and offers, and I want to make this video showcasing you guys these trades that I took today on the S&P 500 futures. One of them right here at 6,400 break and retest setup, confirmed using the order flow. What that looked like on the book map was this right here, finding all this aggressive selling effort down into these 400s, but an inability to break through. I got long right here at 10.06. So what that looked like on the book map right here was I hopped in long on this pullback right here after seeing all these aggressive buying efforts, okay? This was a very similar trade to the trade that I took yesterday at 305 on a break and retest of the 400s. Now, something that I want to get into immediately here is before I even eyeballed that, look at this big red bar here. This is a very large negative delta. This is what it looks like on the footprint chart at 63.80. Okay, you see 63.80. This price lines up right here. What that looks like on the book map is this. Okay, if I go back from this morning, you see these very, very large red bubbles. This means aggressive selling effort. Look, 566, 691, 601. Very aggressive selling effort into these passive bids, which are passive buyers in the market. Remember that aggressive selling has to be met with passive buying in order to fulfill a transaction. Okay, so what I was looking at in here was how quick the market popped up above this area. Look, it popped up so quick with pretty aggressive buy volume, and I saw these bids reload here at the 81s, 78s on this move up. I was eyeballing a pullback back down into this level to get long, but I missed it. The market rallied all the way up to these 400s, and I tried the market right here at 10.06. Okay, 10.06, I tried the market long off of very, very aggressive buying, and basically seeing how aggressive the buyers were in taking this market higher, even above this previous high a day right here at the 97s and into the 400s. I said, hey, it looks like there are a lot of buyers factoring themselves into this market up here. Look at this. I'll show you what it looks like on the footprint. Okay, you see all this aggressive buy volume, all this really thick volume up into this high a day, into these 400s. So what I saw was this at 10.06. I'll scroll forward on the book map. We pop up above these 400s, right? Look at all this aggressive buying in here. Now, I usually don't buy stuff very high up. I usually like to get a nice dip, get a nice bang for my buck. But once I saw all these buyers continuously aggressing to the upside, and I saw these sellers failing to break down beneath these 400s here, you see these selling efforts right here that are failing, I tried the market long right here, okay? 6,400 even pretty much, almost the 01s, with my stop at the 97s below this bidding effort, saying, okay, if sellers can get below the 97s, I'm going to cut it for a loss because they are now correct on their idea, selling back into the previous 100-point range between the 400s and the 300s, all right? 400s are a major psychological key level. So that was the first trade on the day. I got in right here. It started moving right away. Came all the way up. My target was right here at these 13s. Previous day close. Yesterday, Wednesday, August 20th, the market closed at 64.13. That was my target for this trade. It missed it by a point. This would have been a one and done literally before 10:30 a.m. But I missed it by a point, and the market sold all the way back off. Note my what do you call it, transaction right here, this execution at 6,400 and 3/4, literally exactly where I got in right here. Okay, so I got break even on that trade. I gave up 10 points of profit. Now, what did I see right here at 10:43? This is what I saw at 10:43. Okay, I'll scroll forward for you on the book map. On the book map, what I saw was this at the 97s. Look, aggressive selling, aggressive selling, aggressive selling. Now, these sellers are failing here. Look at what comes into the market. A big bid, 130 on the bid right here, right at this previous level where these sellers were selling at the 94s, okay? This low volume node had been pushed through very aggressively, and the market sold back off into this area and was defended with this bid. The market started to pop up on very aggressive buying efforts. I tried the market long right in here, okay? 10:45, I think it was. What was this? 10:46? 10:43. Okay, so right in here at the 97s. My thesis for this trade was seeing how these buyers were jumping back into the market on this dip, and it looked like they were trying to defend this price for another move up. So what I did was get long there. I put my stop underneath this bid here at the 94s, so about a 3.5 point stop on this, from the 97s to the 93.5s, okay? 3.5 point stop targeting the high a day, targeting the 12s. All right, it moved all the way up on me. Came all the way up here. All right, look. All the way up to the 06s, as you can see right here. Sold right back off, break even. Now I'm really frustrated. I was in at the 97s, and this thing came all the way up to the 07s. I was 10 points in profit, and up here, what I saw was this. I saw this very large buyer jump in the market. I needed to see price stay above him or her. Now I saw up here at the 10s, I saw this very aggressive selling effort. Look, 1100 volume on the bid. Lots of selling up here. I said I need to see the market stay above this and prove these sellers wrong and prove these buyers correct, okay? Because I'm in a long trade. I do not want to see the market sell off after a bunch of sellers sell the market at these 10s. What happened was it sold off so quick right here. I was really hesitant to cut the trade up here because I wanted my full TP at the 12s or the 13s, and I didn't get it. Sold all the way back off my break even. Now I'm frustrated. I gave up 20 points of profit on the day, all right? Now I'm like, shit, I don't know what to do. I'm going to sit on my hands for a little bit and wait for a dip and wait for another good buy opportunity because I know the buyers are here. I know the buyers are here in the market, right? I know that they are present. They have proven themselves present, reclaiming this entire morning range with very aggressive buy volume. Up here, buying the high a day very aggressively at the 07s, okay? We came down back into this VPOC area right here at these 92s. What this looks like on the footprint is this. We came back down into these 92s, 1400 negative delta. I'm sorry, like 1100 negative delta, 1473 over 300. Very aggressive sell side activity into this level here. But look at what happened after the sellers sold into that bid. All right, look at what happened. They sell into this bid with a lot of volume, 1700 volume. Lots of volume executed there. And then the buyers jump in with aggression. Look at this buyer at the low with his bid just below price. Big buying. Now I'm eyeing this trade. I'm eyeing price down here. I'm seeing how can I capitalize on these buyers coming back into the market to ride this market back up into these 400s. All right. So here's what happened. We pop up, we pop up, we pop up. Big bid forms. 135 bid right here. Now I see that there is an aggressive, very, very aggressive, urgent, passive buy participant on the bid who says, I am willing to put my bid just below price to see if I can get filled right here. He did not get filled. I hop in at these 92s on this pullback. This pullback comes and look, it holds perfectly right where that area where that seller was. Look, pulls back, sellers become trapped in an area where they sold the market very aggressively before, and we had zero prints above. We had a zero print at the 97s, and we had a zero print, I believe, up towards the high day. So we have auction market theory confluence in here. I'm going to explain all that in my ebook. It's going to be dropping very, very soon with my full order flow playbook, full risk management crash course, volume profile crash course, footprint chart crash course, everything to do with order flow. It's going to be insane. We also have the live trading room open right now. The link to join that will be in the description of this video. When it comes down and I see this defense of this delta, the market pops up very aggressively and we start to go target and fill in these misprints on the way down, right? We fill in this one at the 93s. We fill in this one at the 97s. Now the market is cruising up through this VWAP here. Absolute insane aggression to the upside right here. This happened very quick, extreme buy side pressure. Now, right up here, we pop up. I close this thing at the 02 3/4. We start to sell off. We see these offers come in. I'm like, all right, I cannot give up 10 points of profit again. There's no way I can do this. My risk to reward on this was great. I only had to risk. I risked. I didn't even tell you guys where I put my stop. I got in long right in here, right? Right in here on this pullback. I put my stop underneath here. So I'm long 92s. My stop is 89s. I'm risking 3 points on this setup below these bids. This is a rebid here because look, there were bids here, the market sold through, pops up, rebid. I see that passive buyers want to support this market here, so I try it long. I put my stop underneath those saying, okay, if sellers do drive this thing back down beneath this area of bidding, they are correct and I am wrong, and this big lot of selling is going to be proven correct. So I want to cut my loss to the least amount possible when I'm wrong. So I made 10 points of profit, got out at the 03s pretty much on 3 points of profit. That's like a 3.3R risk reward multiple. That means I could take this trade 3.3 times in a row and be break even on it, even if I win it once. Okay? I can lose it. I can lose this trade 3 times and win it once with a 25% win rate and still be break even. That is the power of risk to reward multiples. That's the power of having a good confirmation and being able to spot a move like this before it occurs. On the order flow, I saw all these sellers selling the market here at these 92s, but it couldn't break down. It couldn't sell off beneath that. It moved down a little bit, it flushed, and then it reclaimed it with serious aggression. Now I'm like eyeballing it, and I'm like, okay, this trade is on. I put the trade on at the 92s, and it went. And I finally took my 10 points of profit that I had given up twice beforehand in this session. If you guys want more videos like this, really in-depth, going over my exact playbook, my exact strategies, showing you exactly what I'm thinking about in the market in real time, please let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to join the live trading room or have any questions about it or any questions about the ebook. All right, it's going to be really, really good. It's going to be out soon. I don't want to rush the release because I want to make sure everything in there is really solid and I'm giving you guys super, super solid information. That's basically all I've got on today's session. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and I hope that all of you have a great day, and I hope that you took something away from this video. If you took something away from this video and you know more now than you did before, drop it in the comment section. I appreciate all your love and support. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. Let's try and run that shit up. I'm trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the week. Guys, have a great day. I'll talk to you all later. Peace out.